Welcome to another episode of The Floor is Yours. This is episode number 10, part numero uno. Hit him with it. Cole got a Blaine, you got something for us?
And he didn't do his research. He
My
good.
boy.
No, it was a thing for one time. He ain't consistent with the shit.
You gotta study. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, I didn't.
It's all you
I did
do.
it one day. I did it twice.
One time.
Nah, I hit y'all with German and Spanish.
Was it the same day?
Yeah, and then I
That
passed.
don't count.
And I
That
passed the
don't
torch
count.
to Keisha, and then she gave me the Dutch, the puppy Mintu.
The puppy Mitsu.
We gotta have it.
What y'all speak?
We gotta have it every episode.
Listen, I did
You
not
speak any
volunteer.
languages?
You got an iPhone. You got an iPhone. You can literally say, "How do you say this?"
Oh, so
and
you-
that was your plan.
So now
and you
you
failed.
So now you saying
failed.
that my iPhone's better than your Samsung?
No,
Alright,
I
good
can do
job.
that too. Actually,
Good job.
I just don't do that. Google can do that. You can literally Google how to do it.
There's an app as well. You gotta
Sponsor
do
to you by
that. Get step your app game up. Here we go.
Fucking way.
what app?
The app, there's an app for the languages, man. You say the floor is yours, and it will translate it for you in any language you would like.
You know,
I
it's one
translate. I
on one
used it for
Siri.
Spanish one.
Siri,
Siri,
I
you can.
translate.
Hey Siri, how do you?
I anything, and that shit will hit you.
Nah, she went.
All right. Hey, speaking of hit you with anything, we do have a new guest on the show today. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people one time.
Hello, my name is Ariane.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Very nice. Appreciate you being on the show today. So, for today's episode, last week I asked the people, what would you guys like for us to talk about? Appreciate you guys for watching the show, for participating on the show. So, today is dedicated to you guys. So, here we go. So, number one, Mikey,
You
big
look like
chips.
Jaquan.
Does he now?
We not gonna do it.
I know.
My bad.
They got me inside. I would have been mad if it was outside of the code.
I promise you we're going to get through it today, all right?
I had to throw it up there.
Mikey Big Chips. That's with 2 Z's.
Chips with Z's?
Couple
I
of
ain't
them.
never.
I ain't never either, and we ain't gonna ever after this. Mikey Big Chips. He wants to know, what are some dating obstacles in 2020?
Can't see. Oh, the new guest.
Absolutely. What are some dating obstacles? Just it being COVID, you know. You're scared to meet up with somebody new because you don't know. I mean, aside from the other scary things about meeting somebody new, now you have to worry about a whole nother sickness you could get.
The bid.
Yeah,
The
that's the
Big
big
bid.
one.
That
But
one.
yeah.
Stupid bitch.
Respect
That's
the
COVID.
bid.
It's COVID 2020.
2020 COVID. Yo.
COVID 21.
Kathy, what you got for us?
I absolutely agree. I think it's hard. Like, I think it's weirder for people to get that question, like, oh, do you have a negative COVID test? Than like a regular test. People are so weird about it because I've definitely
You got
spoken
that?
to guys before and like possibly I have not dated at all in 2020 because motherfuckers just don't want to do it. But like we get tested.
Run me that.
So
Run me that.
That's how it works.
Brother Blaine, what you got for us?
The hardest part about dating in 2020 is finding out that women don't have hobbies or interests outside of like material things.
They don't be doing shit.
Because when you ask somebody, hey, what you want to do? I don't know what you want to do. What do you mean you don't know what you want to do? You don't want to go for a walk.
That nigga said for a walk.
You don't want to go paint. Have a picnic.
Okay. I was like, what are your hobbies? Blaine?
You don't want to
That's
build
not
a
fun.
puzzle. Want some, like,
Something. You ever built a puzzle with a woman?
I have before. That shit is wonderful.
I can't put together very many things. So if,
My boy,
if
take your
ever I have a
time, my boy.
screwdriver,
Not do that to myself.
if I have a screwdriver,
You don't like
don't fucking talk to me.
Liz, even though you're joint at the hip, what would be some dating obstacles 2020?
I would say online makes it more difficult online than before because that's all it is. And you could be whoever you want to
Catfishing.
be.
That is true.
That's true.
Catfishing,
That's true.
my boy.
Probably.
You are a
Did
catfish.
Did you get
I'm not
catfish?
catfish. Look at that.
Like
Yeah.
people could get murdered.
have.
Like, you know, and people,
Damn, that's new.
they want to find people, so they're going to be online more.
Right.
So I feel like
So now everybody's online.
everybody's
Posting
online.
pictures.
There's more predators online. I think all that probably has increased a bit. But I did also want to point out, have you guys seen that eHarmony commercial with the devil dating 2020? And they were the perfect match. I thought that
Perfect
was so
marketing.
funny.
No.
I never skipped that commercial. I never. It's hilarious. To me.
He was like 2020.
Call me 2020.
Wow. Wow.
Fantastic fucking commercial.
Why do y'all know it by heart?
It's a great drink.
marketing.
If I was single,
Run
so
that commercial. I
nigga.
ain't
Like,
seen
I was
that.
that close to
Run
looking
that.
one.
I ain't paying for that.
The devil is out here mingling. The devil found his love, and you can't. Rude.
That's good marketing.
The devil can afford eHarmony.
The devil can afford you.
Like devil
I ain't paying
screams
for it.
cheeks.
I
Like,
can't
that's
pay-
not
I can't afford the
relationship.
membership.
Nah, they was holding hands.
It's on my Bumble.
Nah,
It's free.
man. The devil,
I need
that's
that free.
just,
I need
I'm
that
trying to get
freeness.
these cheeks. Now I'm screaming like marriage.
He did say, "I don't want this year to
No,
end,"
but they have the perfect
and she
match.
said, "Who would?" I think the most difficult part about dating right now for the single folk would be, like everybody already said, it's hard to put all of your eggs in one basket when you don't get to see somebody. And then like you start liking somebody online and they still not giving you that test result. You over
Exactly.
here give my eggs back. You feel me? Like
Right.
I'm about to go boil these hoes.
Man. All this like political shit too going on and like
See who people
you gotta
like.
check people now. Be like, hey, you vote for Trump? Like I'm cool. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like shit like that too, man.
Like we can disagree over politics, just not moral shit. Like not moral
Yeah,
shit.
like-
Like
And when it comes to
Right.
Trump, like that's all moral.
That's what I'm saying. Like
politics.
y'all gonna be
not
vibing.
he's not a politician.
Y'all
so
gonna be
it's all
vibing,
moral.
right? You vote for Trump though. Cool.
We're not vibing.
Damn. Have you ever came across somebody that like voted for Trump?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all in the same.
They out here.
Same. They chilling.
The topic of abortion, is that a morality or is that a political?
I think it depends on why it's morally wrong to you. If you're a religious person, then yeah, that's morally wrong. But if you're not a religious person, shut the fuck up. Let these people do what they do with their body.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right, we can pass that.
That was a dark
No,
one right
no, we
there.
can leave it
I
quick.
was like,
I was
oh,
ready.
Philip Denise would like to know.
Philip Denise?
Philip Denise. This is a
That's a
woman.
woman?
It's a woman.
I
The
like
name
that.
is Philip?
She's
Her
a
name
male.
Philip?
No, her name is Denise.
Her name is Denise?
Wait,
She got a nigga named
Wait,
Philip?
wait, did you say
she's a milk. You did not have to
Showed
come
it.
so hard.
Casually.
So, and
Casually.
then ran right past
Threw
it.
it in.
Under him. That one.
Well,
Her name
Philip
is
Denise.
Phillip. Her name is Denise
But
Phillips.
that was
But
taken.
she switched.
That
I
was
like
Okay.
that though.
Last name.
I got a
Denise.
Last name.
I got a cousin named Dion.
Shout out
so.
to Denise.
The homie Philly.
Milk goes strong. She wants to know,
She got the milk jeans?
my boy.
Keith, how are you casually saying this?
My
Did you
boy.
tell her this already?
She just figured it out?
Oh, she knows. We've had many conversations about her milk.
Because you said your DMs be lit, and then you said they be lit with 5s and 6s. I can't. She not
I
one of
didn't say
them.
they was lit with 5
Duh.
and
I said, are they lit with 8s?
6. You said they lit with
no.
8. I said no. They lit with 7.
That means
Nah, I don't just nah.
Strong, my
Nah,
man.
you're not
Strong, my
averaging
boy.
no 7s.
Keith, you ain't buff out here, bro.
Keith, you're not averaging no 7s.
Y'all gotta stop disrespecting my man.
Let me tell you something really quick, my boy.
Okay.
Averaging in the DM with 7 is strong. There's some 8s in there. Of course, the 6 is gonna slide.
So
in
I
there.
didn't
You
so.
know,
Or
The order right.
I'm gonna
Or the
send you
7s.
7. I'm gonna send you the 6s, so you might have to look at that too. That's cool. But then I'm gonna get back to the 8.
Shout out to the 6s.
Shout out
They're
to
great people.
no, shout out to the 7 sliding strong in the DM. Real quick. I'm fucking with the 7. All right, here we go. Delete.
Slip and
Philip
slide.
Denise would like to know. She would like to talk about deadbeat dads.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a very somber topic. We'll get into it.
Keith, you ain't got no daddy.
Fuck
That's
him.
why it's
We
like.
gonna talk about it.
Fuck it.
That's all right. We're gonna talk about it. Elizabeth, let's get to it.
I don't have any questions. My dad was around.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a
Very
good. That's
much
how
right.
you answer that question. Her father
That's
was
why
around.
she got me, you feel me? That's how she got
speaking
me.
of
You
you-
gotta have a good one.
Speaking of you,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about deadbeat fathers. How you
Oh,
feel? How
shit.
you feel about them?
Shout out to Pops. He did not call me on Christmas.
He called
Hey,
you on New
did
Year's.
you
Called
notice
the
his
next
voice
day and
cracked?
said sorry. You are not.
How you forget about
Y'all
Christmas?
notice his voice cracked that day? Like, he did not call me on Christmas. That's all right though. Come on.
I felt it though. Wait, I was hurt. I had to call him and like, nigga, what about me?
Right.
You posting pics and shit? No. I called him to let him know he forgot about me.
Not
And
to
I
let
said,
him know
as an
that.
apology,
Then you called him.
as an apology, I said I need a midnight call. I said I need a midnight call on New Year's, and I'll forget about it.
Did he call?
And
him?
he
He did
did
call you on
call.
New Year's.
11:59.
Sure
Call him on New
did.
Year's.
Showed
Sure
it.
did.
That was nice.
Top
That
five.
is
Word
redeeming
everything.
you.
What about you, Keith?
Oh man. Whew.
Deadbeat fathers. How do you feel? Do you have any friends that? Never mind.
They're not even friends no more because of that. I don't fuck with them because they're deadbeat fathers.
Because
I
you
will
know
say
how it
this.
feels to be like left alone when nobody loves you,
I don't know.
and
that-
you don't want their kid
Actually,
to.
that respect that Okay, but I don't know anything about deadbeat fathers personally. My father, my biological father, was actually not a deadbeat. If you're my homie and you're a deadbeat father, I would not fuck with you no more. My brother, he went through that shit a little bit. I stopped fucking with him until he got his shit together. I can't.
As you should.
Even
That's
if.
important.
But that's a moral issue.
And another thing,
The
your
same thing we're talking
financial
about.
situation should not determine whether or not you're a deadbeat father. You can see this nigga as much as you want to.
I don't know if
Especially
I
if you ain't got no
do.
job.
For free.
You don't know if you
You got nothing but time.
You should be here babysitting.
I would
for
rather
free.
my dad be broke as fuck and be around me. He would be a terrible example of a man, but he would teach me what he didn't know,
Yeah,
as
see,
opposed to like
here's my
me
only
reaching
thing
out
about
trying to
that
find those
is that
things.
women are very, very
A man
cruel.
has to have money to be an example.
Women are very,
of a
very
good man.
cruel.
Nah. He
This
don't.
is true.
Oh, you
Nah.
broke, no job, no money, having. Oh, I gotta take care of our
No,
kids.
but wait.
You don't
Let's
be
ask
around that.
a good question. Can you please ask that again?
I said, does a man has to be financially stable to be a good father?
No.
No.
Not a good father, no.
You can still be a good man too and be broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By who's
Either way.
standards?
Just because I can't
wait.
take you out.
Can a man be broke and still be a good man by your standards?
Yeah, to me, it doesn't have to be.
What about by your
materialistic
standards?
things.
Yeah. I mean, I think like you can kind of tell somebody's character. It doesn't really. It's not defined by like how much they have.
But their drive
their drive,
can
their
go
passion.
into what is
That's what I
considered a
mean.
good man.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Like the
broke,
nigga don't
like-
got no drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might be a turn off, but it doesn't mean he's a bad father.
I couldn't imagine myself. I could not imagine. I don't give a fuck how poor I am. And another thing too, people, they have this thing where the parents hate each other.
Yeah,
So they feel
co-parenting,
like
no
you
co-parenting.
can't. Nah, I fuck her. I ain't gonna talk to her, nigga, except for I'm
Straight
about to
up.
come see my son or daughter today. Fuck
Straight
you.
up.
I'm gonna go see him.
Straight
like,
up.
Cool, like. So I don't do that shit.
Heard.
Shout out to Philip Denise.
No,
She got another shout out before and
Better be in her bio.
I don't think Mikey didn't get
Mikey
the.
not no
he
milk.
didn't get the
Yeah,
double.
Mikey not
double
cute.
call-out.
Mikey got his type.
Mikey got chips.
Shout out to Mikey Big Chips. Was that right? Yeah,
Tuesdays.
Mikey Big Chips. Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
So shout out to you.
I wonder if two S's was like taken out or taken
Probably,
out.
definitely.
A
He
nigga
said
only
Z.
gonna put a Z if there's no more S's.
And two.
Yeah.
The first
The
one was
first
gone.
one was
The
gone.
first Z was gone for sure. Speaking of Z's, Keisha B. Keisha B, she was on the show last week. Shout out to Keisha one time.
Keisha B.
She wants to know about dating during the pandemic. We kind of touched on it, but we can get into it a little bit more.
Women under 5'6" should not be able to say that they need a man who is 6 feet or taller.
I'll keep that in there, Keisha, for you. He just disrespected you right now.
I'm talking about all women. I
I feel like you came at Keisha B.
No.
Nah, I feel like they can have a preference over having tall
I'm an
niggas.
online dater.
Man.
Any luck?
No.
Okay, so it's online dating, right?
Sorry, buddy.
Hold on, Keisha B, hold on. Respect Keisha. Really quick, let's dive into this. Are you trying to? Okay, so online dating. Are you trying to get the cheeks? Are you trying to like
find
get to know
love?
somebody?
You feel me?
I told you,
trying to-
Keith, I am looking for intimacy.
You trying to get hell, nigga? I want to be coddled.
Yeah. Trying to get.
You trying to be the little
I'm looking for somebody
Yeah.
else.
Oh no, he came in the house earlier today and was like, "Hey, you know somebody's paying $80 an hour for you to go hold them at night?"
Oh, man.
You gonna drop
That's
that?
my dream. No, I want to be going to that job.
Oh, he wants the
You
job.
want to hold people or you want to be held?
Hey, it's either which way.
Oh, okay.
No.
She
Just
told me I can
anything.
hold her head, you know what I'm saying?
Where do you apply for that? Cause
What are
Yeah,
your
you look like a
credentials?
good holder. You feel me?
What are your
Good
credentials?
holding.
For real,
hey,
for real.
I'm saying, hold motherfucker. You feel me?
That's
You
the
gotta say,
first
like,
time this year,
hold
and
the
it's still unacceptable.
Stop.
You feel me? Like, I can hold a motherfucker. Like, you gonna be warm. You feel me?
He can be thick this whole decade.
Keith gonna be
You know
thick
what?
until he's done.
I don't know. I might run some 15 pounds off of this, maybe.
Run?
I ain't gonna run.
Very impressive.
I might go on a diet or I ain't gonna run.
I'm not gonna die.
I look at you, I'm like,
I ain't gonna run. You're right about that.
You could do a brisk walk.
With no air, no
That
hang
might be
time.
tough. That might be tough too. Ooh, with the
No.
switch?
Don't be switching.
I gotta be in a good neighborhood for that. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. For
Okay, Ivy Letters. Shout out to Ivy
Wait, you
Letters.
didn't-
Wait, you gotta
Keisha.
get back to Keisha's question.
He's
We're gonna run that. Keisha B. Shout out to Keisha.
Touch up that, nigga.
shit straight up.
Shout out to Keisha B. She was on the
Wipe
show
off
last
my tap.
week. Somebody asked me was Keisha and her sisters I was like, why? Because the hater, like,
Yeah.
other than that.
I would say her and Keisha, if anything,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway,
That's funny.
Keisha B, she wants to know.
They
dating.
both ugly, so like
Major boy.
Oh, she on you too. You
She
on
done
too.
She done put the hoodoo on you right now.
I was going to, but
Oh, sorry, nigga, I know. Do we
Nah,
gotta-
keep it in.
we gotta start it over.
Keep it in.
Like,
decided
that
that.
was right now.
I'm like, whoever edited
all
this.
three?
I did not. He never flinches